In this program, we're going to learn about dynamics. Dynamics is the branch of mechanics that deals with the motion and equilibrium of systems under the action of forces, usually from outside the system. Simply stated, dynamics explores what causes the motion of objects. Where there is motion, there is a force. Force causes motion. It is the relationship between an object with weight and a force like gravity that is known as dynamics. Depending on the object and the forces at work, dynamics can cause any number of effects. So, what can we say about objects and forces with absolute certainty? Easy. Objects move or change their motion as a result of different forces. Isaac Newton formed the fundamental laws of dynamics with his 3 laws of motion. Newton's first law of motion, also called the law of inertia, dictates that objects in motion stay in motion unless influenced by an outside force. The same is true of the opposite. Objects at rest will stay at rest unless influenced by an outside force. Newton's second law of motion states that acceleration of an object is produced when force acts on mass. Mass is the amount of matter in an object. When this tennis player hits the tennis ball, he is exerting a force on the ball. The ball accelerates. It changes speed and direction. Newton's third law of motion declares that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Newton's third law tells us that the amount of force that the swimmer exerts on the pool wall when he kicks off is equal to the force, but opposite in direction, to the amount that the wall exerts on the swimmer. It is the same dynamic at work when we walk. Our feet push the ground back, and the ground pushes our feet forward. Newton's laws of motion are the basis for dynamics. They help us see that each interaction between objects and forces are not merely a random exchange, but that they are governed by the rules of nature. These dynamics provide answers for things that have already happened and allow us the foresight to imagine what might happen in the future. These dynamics seek to show us our limits and our possibilities. Now that you better understand dynamics, think about this. Describe the dynamics that occur when a football player tackles another player. Think about it.